Who's a gator? Who's a gator? Who's a gator? Who's a gator? Allie, where's Allie?
She's right here. Go.
Allie, where's Allie? Where's Allie? Oh, you're beautiful. Oh, you jump. Oh, you jump.
For thousands of years, dogs have lived with humans. People have become so fond of dogs as to call them man's best friend. This documentary will explore the roots of humankind's relationship with dogs and the science behind their mutual fascination and love for one another.
With events like the Puppy Bowl and endless amounts of dog pictures on the internet, it is obvious that people love dogs. Although dogs are not for all people, as they need almost as much care and attention as a child, many people believe they are worth the work. Mankind's position on dogs has changed over time. Some people still use the word dog as an insult. Dogs used to be seen as filthy, flea-ridden, and mangy because for the most part they were. Thousands of years of purposeful breeding have produced the animals we love today. All dogs have a common ancestor, the gray wolf. People brought wolves into their lives because they found use for them. They were skilled hunting partners and fiercely loyal to their masters, protecting them when attacked. The domestication process began somewhere between 10 and 30,000 years ago in various areas around the world. During this process, wolves shrank in size and became more docile. Many scientists have postulated that since dogs and humans were evolving at the same time, the species had effects on one another to create the close bond that exists today. Over the centuries, specific canines were bred together to produce further desirable traits such as speed, size, sense of smell, and stamina. This created the single most diverse species on the planet, Canis familiaris. While the Boston Terrier may be a far cry from the English Mastiff, all dogs are able to interbreed and are therefore considered part of the same species. Dogs are intelligent animals. They are intuitive and respond to facial expressions as well as tone. They can easily be trained for tasks, and as the breeds of dogs became more specific, so did their purposes. Greyhounds are famous for racing, various retrievers are used to fetch fowl, and foxhounds are used to seek out foxes. Some dog breeds became so popular that they were given as gifts to royal families. King Charles Spaniels, Pekingese, Poodles, and Pugs were all breeds of dogs used as companions for kings and queens. Shih Tzus were so prestigious among the Ming and Manchu dynasties in China that owning one outside of the royal family was punishable by death. Most recently, Queen Elizabeth is known for her infatuation with Pembroke Welsh Corgis. Today, the Canis familiaris can be found in households as well as at work. Firefighters use Dalmatians to search for people in burning buildings. Police departments use German Shepherds to sniff out drugs and bombs. Service dogs are extremely helpful. They have been trained to guide the blind, assist the disabled, and call 911 when their owner is having a seizure. In addition to these professions, therapy dogs have become increasingly common. Dogs have been chosen as therapy animals because many breeds have a calm demeanor, are friendly, and are content to sit forever and be pet. People find their presence comforting and are soothed by the repetitive action of stroking their soft fur. Therapy dogs have been used on college campuses to calm down stressed students during exam week and to help victims of school shootings cope. A recent study shows that even 10 hours after going to spend time with a therapy dog, students felt significantly less stressed than their peers who chose not to go. While it is obvious that it would be difficult to cuddle with a bird or a fish, cats are just as furry and lovable as dogs. But why do people treat them differently from dogs? After all, the ancient Egyptians used to worship cats. The reason goes all the way back to the domestication process. While people bonded with wolves and began to train and breed them, cats domesticated themselves. Like wolves, feral cats followed humans and stayed close to villages in hopes of eating leftover food, but they did not interact with people. they stayed on the outskirts, laid low, and kept to themselves. This may be the reason why cats are more independent than dogs. Although dogs are useful, there is no need to love them. Fortunately, there are plenty of scientific reasons why we do. People tend to pack bond with animals and inanimate objects, and dogs give great responses to all the verbal and visual cues humans give them. Dogs are loyal, a difficult trait to find in a human companion. They are also visibly happy to see their owners, which provides instant gratification. The wagging of their tails is a sure sign of a content canine. Dogs are affectionate, making people feel wanted. They have evolved to act like children to elicit an emotional response. Dogs require care, which creates a sense of importance in their owners and makes them feel needed. Canines can also accurately sense when someone is sick or sad and comfort them, making dogs great therapy animals. Dogs also have an innate sense to protect those within their family, as wolves protect members of their pack. Moreover, dogs come in diverse shapes, sizes, and personalities, and people tend to choose a dog similar to themselves to fit their personal lifestyle. In addition to these lovable characteristics, dogs provide many health benefits. Dog owners are more likely to go outside, exercise, and take walks with their dogs. These activities produce endorphins and reduce stress and blood pressure, making dog owners happier and healthier. While factual evidence provides many scientific reasons for humanity's fascination with dogs, it can be difficult to quantify emotion. I decided to head out to Colonial Williamsburg, a hot spot for dog walkers, and ask other dog lovers exactly what their pets mean to them.
Okay, I'll go first. We love our dogs because our children are grown up and gone, and we still have our dogs, and they are our family. We have 2 dogs, 2 very big dogs, and we absolutely love them and consider that their family. And I just recently read A Dog's Purpose, so I really feel that way.
Well, my answer is along the line of we can go away, and we're away this weekend, and we get home. They don't say, "Where have you been? Why didn't you come home early?" They're so happy to see us. Always happy to see us, and we just love our dogs.
Could you tell us why you love your dog?
Yes. Well, as you can see, she's a quirky little thing. No, but I think it's more the unconditional love part. When you come home and she's there and she wants to give you kisses and loves on you. But she's hilarious, so I think dogs that are really funny bring humor to any situation, really. Even if they do something naughty, it's still kind of funny. But that's why.
And look at her. How can you not love her?
I love all animals, but I do love dogs. I think dogs, and dogs love indiscriminately, and they are, they love you. So, and just and they're happy. They don't have their needs.
The feedback was overwhelming. People love their dogs because their dogs seem to love them as well, and a new study supports this hypothesis. Dogs receive the same rush of oxytocin when they see us as we receive when we see a loved one. Scientists measured the levels of oxytocin between dogs and their handlers and wolves and their handlers before and after looking into each other's eyes for 30 seconds. The results showed that the dog's level of oxytocin increased by 130% and their owners' levels increased by a whopping 300%. There was no significant change with the wolves and their owners. The comparison between the wolves and the dogs also supports the postulation that because humans evolved simultaneously with wolves in such close conditions, that Homo sapiens and Canis familiaris adapted to work together and form a mutualistic relationship. Humans love dogs because they are useful, make people happier and healthier, and were purposely bred to provide companionship. But most importantly, people love dogs because dogs love people.